My name is Vasco Cachaco and I work for Xaar. It's a developer and manufacturer of industrial inkjet printheads with its headquarters based in Cambridge, UK. I work as part of the engineering team, essentially as a Six Sigma black belt, part of the manufacturing team, and alongside the engineering team, IT and other members of the team within the business. I work in projects on how to improve data acquisition, analysis and decision making, but also digitalization of business processes. I was born and raised in Portugal, where I've done all my studies, including my university engineering degree. So I started my work experience over there. When I had this opportunity to come to Xaar, during the interviewing process, I got asked a question by the hiring manager if I knew this particular person. And I thought to myself, how do they know the name of the master black belt that I've done my Six Sigma program with? So it happened that the hiring manager worked in his past career for the same company I was working at the time, and we had the same Six Sigma program done, but in different timings. So he knew everything about my Six Sigma black belt for that reason. So I felt that was quite interesting how journeys just meet because of Six Sigma in a way. So I came across business improvement and Six Sigma in general as part of, so very early in my career. It was because the company, being an automotive company, it already had the structure around Six Sigma. So with all the belts involved and also a lean structure involved as well. So my first impression was it was very organized and it made sense, but at the same time it was not very easy to grasp everything in one go, because it was very early in my career. So I was just coming off of university. I had to adapt to the professional life, which is different definitely, but also all of these new concepts, it was a little bit overwhelming, I must admit. But I was fortunate to then be enrolled in the Six Sigma Black Belt program, which definitely opened my eyes to the field and making the connection between engineering, Six Sigma, and the manufacturing environment that I was involved in. At the time, for that reason, because the language involved in the business was already there with regards to Six Sigma and Lean, I just had to adapt to that. So I just had to get on board in a way. So I didn't feel that that was dictated to me, but I felt that I was in an environment where as soon as I've learned the foundations, then I could really be involved in the same business language that the company was already in, and for that reason in the structure. So when I've done my Six Sigma black belt and I was going through that phase, things started to join, and it really makes sense to me. The tools and techniques aligned to Six Sigma as a management system in a way. I think I met people that inspire me throughout my career, but I think thinking about what really influenced me and in a way inspiring me was the circumstances I was faced with when I moved to Xaar, and for two reasons. One, because I was moving to a new country and consequently a new culture. And for that reason, you inevitably you have to adapt to how you communicate, how you behave, but also moving to a new company with a different maturity level with regards to Lean Six Sigma. So I really had to step back, observe, and slowly start giving a different perspective to the working methods that were in place at the time. So really influenced the way I was approaching Six Sigma, because it was completely different. So I think it was inspirational for me because I had to go back to some of the fundamental principles, because I was then challenged to start embedding some of the tools and techniques. So what I was used to back in the automotive industry, where everyone was talking the same language, in Xaar that wasn't the case. So I really had to start small with utilizing some terms associated with the field, but without being too overwhelming, and then trying to provide the link between those terms, the work on a day-to-day basis, and bringing that fact-based decision making. Because I had the freedom to do whatever was necessary to improve the way we were working. I just took whatever was appropriate at the time, with the resources I had, with the time I had, to then just start that journey. Over the last few years, I've been involved in leading projects that could automate, for example, visualization of metrics, or visualization of process monitoring, because we used to spend a lot of time acquiring the data, preparing it for analysis, and analyzing it, and then present the data for whatever audience and stakeholders we had to present them to. So I really felt it was essential that we stopped spending time on the less value-added activities and go straight to the decision-making and doing the actions and the improvements that we had to do. So that's why since we started a bigger program recently about IT transformation, that really made sense to me at the end, because we were going the right direction from that point of view, and really take on some of the advancements of how technology has been emerging when it comes to data acquisition, and really taking those on to help business and getting other types of results. If we take that into the context of this field of Lean Six Sigma, so attending the training and learn and acquire the skills gives us the foundations, definitely. But how we apply the tools, the concepts, and the methodologies, those are driven by the environment we are in and the maturity of the business. So practicing business improvement to me means going beyond just applying those tools and methodologies, or generate graphs. So it needs to go beyond that. It's about making mistakes and learn from them. It's about also inspiring others through the work we do, teaching, mentoring, and coaching, because that will just drive the business improvement around you, and help people feel that what they're trying to accomplish also makes sense and makes them do even more on a day-to-day basis. So I think that's really important. I essentially look for behaviors, sometimes more than notice boards or other visual means. if we start noticing people, identifying opportunities and plan for change, use data to their decision-making process and continuously assess those results, those to me are signs that the company is actually making the right things when it comes to business improvements and to continuously improve. I would say don't be too concerned if the company doesn't have a structure with regards to business improvement or continuous improvement or Six Sigma. As long as we have the drive and the attitude towards improvement, we can then start seeking things like getting the skills associated with that field, or start talking with other people that are already involved in that. These days we have a huge community out there that we can reach out and ask for advice, and in terms of training, in terms of how these concepts are applied in real business. So sometimes we don't have to wait for management or leadership to start something with regards to business improvement or dictate something. If we have the feeling that something needs to be improved, take on that opportunity and develop the idea and improve. That would be my best advice.